Hello, family, friends, and followers. How are you guys doing? Another installment of Jorge P. News and information. What's been happening since the last posting. First of all, for those of you only listening to the podcast, check out my YouTube videos. You're looking at YouTube, thank you very much. And hopefully you are enjoying these videos. So I'm going to start the conversation today with some really sad news that I heard on the YouTube and the Instagram. A couple that I followed that traveled the world and Latin America for a couple of years. And her name was MacMillan. Here she was 28 years old. And I am really, really sorry to hear that she committed suicide a couple of days ago, or 3 days ago, or something like that. She was so full of life, made me happy every time I saw her. We found out afterwards that she suffered from depression. You would never believe that from her YouTube stories. It is a thing. This is a real thing, mental health. 2020 was a very difficult year for her. She even states in one of her YouTubes. So many of us have struggled with this in many ways, and I'm very sad to hear that. She was an inspiration for me to do these kinds of things. It is really sad to see such a bright star, such a bubbly person, such an incredible piece. It is a real thing, mental health, depression, and it hits us all. And like many of you, we don't know what to do other than just reach out to people. Check out MacMillan and see her life. I'll put a link to one of her last videos on the description below so you can check it out. Never enough said about that, but let's move on. So what's been happening in the last couple of weeks since my last posting? One of the biggest things has been we actually got a second vaccine, and we invited some people over that has had their second vaccines over to the house because they needed a place to stay. And I literally had my first handshake in over 10 months. I think it's over 11 months. Actually, we made a note, both of us. Rick is his name. It was a moment to reflect. It was a moment to think about what have we gone through in the last year. Happy to have the vaccine. Happy to start living a little bit of a normal life moving forward. Another thing that happened was that I started doodling again. I haven't doodled in over 2 months. I haven't really thought about it. I've been busy with other things. Work has been super busy. I did a few fish pieces. Check out my Doodling Jorge Instagram. You'll see them there in the next couple of weeks. I've scheduled them already. Over the last weekend, we went to a art show, and the outcome of it was very cool to see all of those people, all of those artists. What came out about it is the realization that, hey, with all the artwork that I do on Doodling Jorge, as you can see the t-shirt here, I'm going to be doing my first art fair. I think it's coming up at the end of the summer. So I'm going to start preparing for that. I'll put my journey about that in my Doodling Jorge blog. It should be interesting. It should be interesting to see what is happening and how do I prepare to that. I have to buy supplies. My wife and daughter are going to help me choose which one of the couple hundred pieces. The entire journey about Doodling Jorge has been an interesting one. First of all, I did it just for the relaxation that I needed. It was a very hard year with all the changes that happened, busy at work, and it helped me relax. And I've said this a couple of times, but it turned into a real hobby, and I started posting them to Instagram, and people have liked it. I have a couple hundred followers on Instagram. Hope to have more at some point, but again, it's all part of that journey. So now the next step is to be a participant in an art fair. See, the other great news is here in Arizona, we had our first 95 degree plus days. And that means that it's pool season. We started going into the pool again. I miss the pool. I miss the swimming during the winter. Even though Arizona is much warmer than many other places around the country, it still gets cold and the pool gets very cold. What else can I tell you? Always busy at work. I think I mentioned in the last video that I created doing better business presentations. But then I follow up with a sound and the sound recording, the difference between the computer sound versus the video of the microphone versus the video of the Bluetooth piece. It just turned out funny. Very bad sound on the video. I wanted to kind of do it intentionally like that. But again, I continue to experiment, I continue to learn, I continue to learn how to do these videos. At some point, I'll get better at this. So that is it. Always trying to keep busy, entertain myself, doing things that I haven't done before, learning things that I haven't done. So that's what it's all about. Cheers. Bye-bye.